Hello, dear students. Myself, Dr. Kapil Chaturvedi, Associate Professor in Department of Computer Application, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, Sage Group, Bhopal. Today, we will discuss our topic Java programming. Today, we will discuss the fundamentals of Java programming, introduction and use concept in this lecture. In short, we'll discuss each and every definition, but each and every point is very important from the examination point of view. So keep in mind, there we have two kind of questions in examinations of Java. First is Java word. What is Java words or Java features? So when examiner asks about Java buzzword or Java features, so you may write and explain the fundamentals or basic features of any kind of features of Java. But examiner asks about the specifically the object-oriented features of Java, then you must have to focus on these point. So we will discuss both of the features of the Java, and as per the requirement, you may attempt the answer. So let's start. The very first feature of Java is simple. Simple, that means we cannot consider that the Java is simple the point of view of a learner. Java is simple because the program of Java is easy to understand because it divide whole program in multiple classes and modules. So a developer can easily understand a program which is pre-built by different developer. So in the such a way that Java is simple. Now object-oriented is another feature. There are two things are possible, popular about Java. Java is pure object-oriented, and another one is Java is platform independent. So both of the things we'll discuss in detail in next lectures. But if we are saying that Java is pure object-oriented, that means Java, if you have to make a simple program in Java, like you have to build a program of Hello World, then you must have to build a class, and then you have to invoke the object, and then you will have to execute the program. So without invoking object and without creating class, you cannot develop a single or simple program of Java. So the Java is pure object oriented. Platform independent is a very important feature of Java. That means the class file or the byte file, which is the executable code of our source code, Java source code, which is generated after the execution of, which is the which generated after the compilation of the program. That code will be platform independent. That means we can execute that code on any of the platform. Any of the platform, it means we are implementing a program on Windows platform. Then we can also run the same program on Linux, Unix platform, or any other platform or operating system. Secure language, the answer of this question, why Java is secure? The direct question is Java use an additional and on firewall to secure the concept and the software of Java. Robust is a very important feature. Java is robust. There are several regions of Java's robustness. Like Java is a dynamic programming language. That means it uses completely dynamic memory allocation. Another feature is another region of robustness is Java is pure object-oriented. Java is platform independent. Java is the concept of bytecode. So much regions are behind its robustness. Architectural neural. Whenever we go to implement any of the software in Java, you must have to create multiple classes and follow the hierarchy. If you have to understand any of the program of Java, any of the software of the Java, you may easily understand that follow the neural architecture. Interpreted language, whenever you execute your program, so first of all, you have to compile that program by using the javac command. Once you properly compile the program, that will generate a interpreted code, that is bytecode. So then that bytecode will be the responsible for the platform independence of Java. And for then after bytecode generation, you will execute the program by using the Java command. But in whole process that use the interpreter as a place of compile. So that is interpreted language. Multi-threaded language is another important feature in this. When you know very well that what is multitasking. So if you have to implement multitasking, you will use the multi-threading concept of Java very easily uh, by extending a thread class or implementing runnable interface. A simple way it provide to implement the multi-threading in Java. Distributed language, if you have to implement a distributed program in Java, then you have to use the concept of RMI, or we can say that if you have to implement RMI application, remote method and invocation method, then you have to use the library of RMI of Java so that you can implement RMI application, which is the example of distributed system. So this is distributed language. Dynamic is a way where you allocate the memory dynamically or at the runtime. So whenever you invoke the object in Java, you use keyword new. You know very well that when we uh, implement one of the program in C or C++ programming for dynamic memory allocation, we use the keyword new. What in very first program of Java, whenever you are invoking the object, so at the time of invoking object or at the time of creating an object, you have to use word keyword new. That reflects you uh, a simple program. Even if you are implementing a simple program, you must have to use dynamic memory allocation. So that is completely dynamic. So that are the simple and generalized Java features. What another are the Java object-oriented features. If someone asks to you what is Java's object-oriented features, then you will explain object, class, inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, message passing, and polymorphism. So one by one we will discuss. Okay, so come on the class. Come on the class and object. So if we see a simple program of Java, like that one. So this one is a simple program of Java. You can see here a class hello, and that inside of that we are making a function man. So that class contain that kind of logics. So that logics are known as data members. So we can say, or we can define class as class is a wrapper entity. Class is a wrapper entity which encapsulate that data members. Or another formal definition of class will be the class is a blueprint that defines some properties and behavior. So the data members are also known as behavior and properties. And what is object? An object is an instance of class that has those properties and behavior attached. So basically, whenever in the Java, when we invoke one of the object of a particular class, that particular object reflects or behave like an instance of a class. For understand, you can see here class. If a human is a class, then his name, name is an object. Your name reflects you. Your name reflects you. In similar manner, if you can person is a class, then data member will be unique name, unique ID, name, age, city, gender. These all are the data members inside of that particular class. So whenever you implement a simple program of Java, you can easily understand these concepts. What the important concepts are here: inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism, and message passing. These are the important concept of object-oriented concept of Java. So what is inheritance? So basically, inheritance is a procedure of acquiring features of base class. In similar way as you may use the things of your parents, and your parents can use the things of your grandparent, and also you may use some things of your grandparents. It means you are connected to your parents. Your parents is connected with your grandparent, and you are indirectly connected with your grandparent. So then, here same concept is adopted, where class A and class B are two classes. If class B is inherited by class A, then the data member of class A can easily accessible by class B without invoking object. So that mechanism is known as acquiring. So class B acquiring the features of class A. Here class C acquiring features of B, B acquiring features of A. That means indirectly C acquiring the features of A. So there are three kinds of inheritance: single, multi-label, and hierarchical. Here one thing is important and notable. Java does not support multiple inheritance. There's a broad reason behind of that. Several reasons, like due to its complexity, uh, and what kind of complexity. So you may answer that, like ambiguity, error, occurrence, and some other many reasons are available to avoid multiple inheritance in Java, which we'll also discuss in next classes. Encapsulation in Java. So here, before reading that a long definition, you can easily understand why that diagram. Here you can see that one capsule encapsulates the medicines, and here you can also see here some of the medicine inside of that, and that capsule encapsulate that. So in our case, in our programming, class is a capsule, and the data members are encapsulated in that particular class in the form of data members, methods, variables. So encapsulation means a class encapsulate the data members or wrap the data members. If we talk about formal definition, encapsulation in Java refers to integrating data variables and code methods into a single unit. In encapsulation, a class variables are hidden from other classes and can only be accessed by the method of the class in which they are found. So this is the formal thing. But encapsulation is a process of encapsulating data members inside of a class. This is the simple definition. Now, abstraction is a process of hiding the background logics and just provide the needful things. Abstraction in OOPS is used to hide necessary information and display only necessary information to use to the users interacting. That means is similar to a way, uh, as you see that in a textbook, you read a preface page in the beginning of each and every book. So that explains what is inside of that book. So basically, that is abstract thing, which explains the whole content, of or represent the whole content of book. On that moment, we are not reading complete text and not open that particular book, but that explains what is actually that book. So this is the abstract thing. What is needful? I want to understand what is inside of that book. So I just read preface. So that is the meaning, provide just needful thing. In further programming, you will easily understand that actually how we can implement the abstraction in programming. Message passing is a way when we invoke one of the object and call the method of another class. In such a way, object A is calling object B, sending object and receiving object. But the simplest way is to understand that when we invoke the data member of one class from another class, so first class send the message to the second class, and second class respond as a output for that. So this mechanism is message passing. So message passing involves in mechanism for object to communicate and interact with each other by sending message. Polymorphism uh, is simple to understand. If you consider one of the example, we already one of the example of polymorphism. We behave differently on different places. Like at the home, we are behaving different. At college, we are behaving different. Whenever we are with our friends, we are behaving different. What my name is then? I'm on single entity, but my behavior is changed person to person. So that behavior is polymorphism. It means a single thing, a common entity behave differently. So in programming, that concept is very important. Whenever you're making a program of sum, you see that we define int a, int b, and at the execution time, we have to keep in mind both the numbers should be integer type. What about if a person putting the input, first is input and second is float, where your both of the variables are defined as integer type, so that will occur an error on the runtime. So deal with that kind of situation, we use polymorphism and make different kind of some function with different way. First function will we receive int, second int float, third float in, then float. So as per the passing parameter, that will identify what kind of function, which function should we call, and provide the appropriate answer. So basically, we are talking about the function overloading. So whenever we implement a program of function overloading, you can easily understand what is actually polymorphism in object-oriented programming. So this one is the lecture where we discuss about uh, the basic features or fundamental feature of Java, as well the object-oriented features of Java in detail. Okay, thank you. We'll continue our lecture with the basic and fundamental program of Java. Thank you.